Clock on Bean, and let's get started. First of all, Dr. Burke, welcome. There's a group that says money. It's all about money, and we need to funnel more money to public schools. But you and I talked earlier, that may not be the case. There are some states that spend a whole bunch more and may not get. Can you comment on money? Is it all about money, Dr. Burke?
It's not about the money at all, and thank you for the question, Chairman Bean. You mentioned New York. New York City is now spending north of $38,000 per student per year. And if we look across the country, we know that we see...
Now, Dr. Burke, if they're spending $38,000, that's not per student. Is that per student?
That is per student per year.
So they are probably far and ahead getting the best results. Is that right?
You know, if money mattered, that would probably be the case. But to your point, money doesn't matter. There's no correlation between spending and academic achievement and the research literature that's out there. And we're now spending nationally over $17,000. That's revenue per pupil per year. And we can look at the private school sector, you can look at the Catholic school sector in particular. Catholic schools are spending less than half of what we're spending per pupil in the public system and getting results that are far beyond what we see in traditional district schools across the country. So money just simply doesn't matter. It's not about how much we spend, it's about who controls those dollars. That should be parents.
So is it true, there's an argument, and I say this sometimes, and is this correct or not? I mean, we can either fund the system or fund the student. Is that clarifying and we get better results of funding the students? Would you agree?
As a general rule, we should absolutely move toward funding children, not systems. And we should fund the student. We should not fund a system to which we assign a student based on where their family can afford to buy a home. That is an inequitable way of funding K-12 education. So we should move in that direction, certainly. And this is what states are doing across the country. State after state now are recognizing, just as Milton Friedman did, that just because we publicly finance education does not require government delivery of schooling. And so that's what Education Choice does. It separates the financing of education from the delivery of schooling and funds families directly, enables them to choose learning environments that are safe and effective and reflect their values.
Thank you, Dr. Burke. So I want to say, money doesn't mean, more money doesn't automatically mean better results. So that's good takeaway from, if we only learned that from this meeting, then we would be further ahead had we not known that point. Ms. Allen, what a tremendous testimony you have given. I think you have the greatest job ever, changing families' lives, knowing that they can access, to be part of that million African Americans who are attending public school choice in the free state of Florida. There's you may know this, there's the KIPP school on the west side of Jacksonville that has a fantastic statistic that is a game changer. The chance of someone attending public schools and going to college is less than 5% in Jacksonville when they attend public schools. But if they attend KIPP school, that number goes to over 80%. What's it like changing lives with a family, giving them the hope that they can send their they can send their kid to the school of their choice? What's that like?
Yeah, it's amazing, to put quite frankly. Based on my personal experience, not knowing what was going to be possible, what potential lies, just following the same path as members in my family, but now working in this space to ensure that students across the country are given access to a high quality education is monumental. During my time in Florida as an advocate, the teachers union sued the Florida program twice. I was filming a commercial once to tell the teachers union to drop the suit. During this time, there was a little boy who was fearful that he would be ejected from his school, who looked up to me crying, saying, am I gonna have to leave my school? And that was very disheartening to know that there are forces that don't want kids to be in learning environments that's meeting their ultimate need. Because there are communities of schooling that's meeting them.
Thank you. I was there when the Step Up for Students did a march on Tallahassee, and it was truly empowering. Mr. Messer, welcome back again. And briefly, in all of 30 seconds, what do we need to do to continue the march to bring the educational choice across America? What do we need to do?
The key's parents. You mentioned money may not make a difference. What does matter is engaged parents. And when you have school choice policies that empower parents to help shape the future of their child, you get better results.
Thank you very much. That concludes my time. Up next will be Bonamici, McLean, Norcross, Moran. Ranking Member Bonamici.